Hello, class.
Hello.
So here's the demonstration. Simple, easy, and workable method. And we, as you can see, we're missing some items that I would like to have here, including double stick tape could be very useful, and what else would I be missing? Oh, a proper artist tape, which would be a white artist tape, or a magic, what do they call it, that magic frosted tape that we do have, except this is not the type I would prefer to use, but it's what we have, and it'll work fine for this purpose. First off, we get the mat, and it came in this fabulous bag. And we want to protect that bag because we're going to be using it again and again. It's the best way to make this travel. And so we take it out of the bag, and we're going to be careful with that and put it there where it can go away. And we have the mat. It is, of course, in two pieces. Obviously two identical pieces, but one's got a hole in it. This hole has a beveled edge, and the bevel meaning that it goes at a 45-degree angle from the front. It's just a standard way of making it look very cooler than it otherwise would look if it was a straight cut. And to do what we're about to do, I find the efficient method is to just lay it out like this. We're going to take this fine New York City steam print, and we're going to just sort of drop it here and get it so that it's kind of squared up. The print is slightly larger than the hole. I'm taking up this piece of tape, and I'm just tacking it down. I am not pushing it all down. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see that, but I've left the edge of the tape up so I can easily take it away again. Take another piece of tape. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Take another piece of tape and obviously do the same thing, leaving the edge up. And I think I've succeeded in sort of centering it, and I don't know yet, which is why I'm not completing this. I'm just tacking it, and now I'm going to carefully turn it over and take a look.
Voila.
It seems well centered to me. In fact, you know, it could be, there's a little detail here that you probably would not be able to pick up on the cameras, but you, I think, can see. There's this little, I guess the edge of a window or something that's in the corner there. And we might, looking at that now, knowing what it looked like a moment ago, we might wish to move it a little over this way or a little over that way because we might find it more interesting like that. And we do have that opportunity. We have some wiggle room. Let's assume, no, this is exactly the way we like it. Oh, well, fine then. Be that way. And now I can just feel free to tack this down. Now from this point, I will say that there are different suggestions of how you can go from here. The way I have traditionally gone was to just take long strips of tape and tape this down. And I would go around and do the whole piece like that. Very simple. By the way, I would have used a superfine magic marker pen and written, you know, all the contact information in my name, with the pieces and email address, whatever I might want to use to put on the print before I tape it. So that's one way of doing it, just going all four around, and I've been doing it that way for a zillion years. And in the process of preparing for, making this class happen, and not finding that video that was up there just a few months ago, which wasn't even that good anyway, but it was at least better than this probably could ever possibly be. The suggestion there was to only tape one end, the top end. The idea being that because of changes in atmospheric conditions, the print is going to swell and dry, and that it might, get warped inside the thing. Now I have seen that. It hasn't been too often. Maybe I've just been lucky. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of it. And you see how quick this goes? And yet with that little effort, we turn a print into something more. Something significantly more. The next step is that we're going to join these ends And here especially, it would be advantageous if we had the hinge tape that I talked about, or even the artist tape, which would be stronger than this, but especially for the size of piece that we have. But still, this is going to work, and you really don't have to worry about it. Well, and obviously did that too long. Let's see. Oh, this thing passed. Voila! We've done that. Oh, I made a silly mistake. I should have done it at the top. I did it the wrong way just because my desk space was that. But nonetheless, we accomplished that. It still would work fine anyhow. And then the next thing would be, if we had double stick tape, we'd run one, if we were doing it this way, it would work fine. Run one thing of double stick there, and then just voila. We don't need more than double stick. I mean, even less than that will work fine. Since we don't have double stick, I can very sneakily get just enough tape over the edge so that it can't be seen, so that it will hold it together. And that's that whole demonstration. Oh, and then, now that we've finished this and we're ready for transport, we go put it back in the bag. Of course, for the show, we're taking it out of us. Questions?